Breaking news. When can we expect a operational breakthrough? Ukraine is gaining the upper hand in the artillery battle with Russia. Conflict persists across southern Ukraine and the Donbass as Ukrainian forces attempt to convert a tactical breakthrough into an operational one. A fierce artillery duel is taking place between the two armies amidst intense fighting on the front lines. Ukraine is making only slow gains on the ground, but it is winning the artillery battle. Unable to compete with Ukrainian artillery, the Ukrainian military shifted tactics after the initial weeks of their counteroffensive. Kyiv began systematically dismantling Russia's long-range fire systems near the front lines rather than throwing men and tanks against Russia's extensive defensive lines. To help their ground troops in their fight against Russian anti-tank obstacles, trenches, and fortified positions, the Ukrainian military sought to weaken the deadliest weapon on the battlefield. A large number of Russian artillery pieces, multiple launch rocket systems, and counter-battery radars have been destroyed by the Ukrainians. After months of Western security aid, Ukrainian forces unquestionably have a qualitative advantage when it comes to long-range fires. The Ukrainian armed forces now have access to a formidable long-range fires arsenal, including the M142 High Mobility Artillery Rocket System, or HIMARS, the M270 Multiple Launch Rocket System, the M777,155 mm howitzer, capable of firing cluster munitions, mine-laying shells, and M982S caliber precision-guided rounds, the M109 Paladin 155 mm self-propelled howitzer, the PEAS 2000 155M self-propelled howitzer. The Russians have acknowledged the lethality of Ukrainian self-propelled artillery. Our artillery can't reach the depths where Ukraine's guns are installed. Russian lawmaker Andrei Gurulev recently stated that 2 artillery brigades' worth of firepower was concentrated in the hottest directions. They had to resort to using self-propelled guns after we destroyed most of their towed artillery. After the second sighting shot, they move and change position, our people say, the Russian lawmaker continued, making capture nearly impossible. Ukraine requires more aid. The Ukrainians have been successful in their use of long-range fires, but they still need more Western aid if they are to free their country from Russian rule. Sending MGM-140 Army Tactical Missile Systems, ATACMS, is a step in the right direction, and the Biden administration has agreed to do so. The ATACMS has a maximum range of nearly 200 miles, bringing all of the occupied Ukraine within range and forcing Russian forces to reroute their supply lines to avoid destruction. Up to 200,000 155 mm shells are used by Ukrainian forces every month. Kyiv requires a constant supply of these munitions, as well as replacement gun barrels, to keep up with the heavy fighting. Gaining an advantage in the use of the deadliest weapon on the battlefield is a major step toward victory for the Ukrainian military over its Russian foe. Stavros Atlamazoglu, a columnist for 1945 and a veteran of the Hellenic Army, 575th Marine Battalion and Army HQ, is an experienced defense journalist who focuses on special operations. He has a bachelor's degree and a master's degree from Johns Hopkins University, both from the School of Advanced International Studies, SAE, and is currently working toward a Juris Doctorate at Boston College. In addition to Business Insider and Sandbox, SOFREP has also featured his work.